Hi, my name is Britt. I'm from the Australian Institute of Fitness in Perth, Western Australia. In this segment, we're going to be covering some PNF techniques, focusing on the hamstrings and the chest muscles. So we're going to be focusing mostly on body positioning and safety and making sure we're really warmed up, because with stretching, it can be quite dangerous if not done correctly. So let's get started with the hamstring PNF. Okay, so we're starting with the hamstring PNF. What we want to do is get our client laying nice and flat back on the ground. What we want to do is we want to have the non-stretching leg up bent, unless you're really flexible and then you can have it out straight. But for a beginner, we're going to have the leg bent. We're going to make sure that the hips are just slightly tilted under, just so it's nice flat back on the ground. We'll have our client's hands on the ground, and our client's already warmed up. So Jordan's already been for a good 10-minute jog, so the muscles are nice and warm. We've got lots of blood flow, lots of oxygen going through the muscles. So what we want to do, the leg that's going to be stretched, first of all, we want to get that leg nice and straight first. We always want to make sure that the tailbone stays on the ground, so we don't want the tailbone to lift up at any stage, and we don't want the leg to bend either. If that happens, then we're not stretching the muscles correctly. So what we want to do is face the foot towards the corresponding shoulder, okay? And what we're going to do is just make sure that this leg stays straight by placing the hand just above the knee. If you want to get the calf stretched as well, then just flex the foot. Otherwise, we're just going to put the calf, the bottom of the calf, into your shoulder and just lean your body weight. It helps to lunge to the side just to control how much body weight you place on your client. Leaning it forward, we just want to take your client to their furthest range of motion. Okay, is that about as far as you? Yep, cool. So just to where it's quite uncomfortable but the tailbone is still on the ground, we want to hold this for 10 seconds. So we want the muscle spindles to give up. We want them to stop reacting. Okay, after 10 seconds, I'm going to keep this same body weight up against the leg, and you're going to get your client to push into the shoulder for a slow count of 5 or 6 seconds. Okay, so push into the shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. It's actually the client that determines how far the leg goes, so I'm just maintaining the same pressure, but after their hamstrings relax, they will extend a bit more and the leg will come forward. So we're going to do this 3 times, and then you would do the other leg as well. So still maintaining that straight leg. Again, push into my shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. That's it. And we still want to give this another 6 seconds. And then last time, we're going to push into the shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. That's it. And then the muscles just lengthen just that little bit more. This last one's really important. You don't want to come out of this one too quick. Okay, and then from there, just gently want to take the leg back down. Okay, keep in mind that the hamstrings might not be working so well at the moment, so help carry the leg back down. You would then repeat that on the other side with the resist and relax with a slow 5 count in between each one. Okay, let's move on to the chest. Okay, so the second one we're going to do is chest PNF. You really need to pay close attention to the safety cues for this one, because the shoulders are quite an unstable joint, so it's very important that we don't get them into the incorrect position, because it could lead to dislocation. So what we want to do is have our client sitting with us as straight a back as possible, and their fingers interlocked just at the base of the skull. There's 2 different ways that you can execute this stretch. You can either be kneeling behind with one knee in your client's back, and your hands come over the top and you'll pull back from here. The other option for executing this PNF chest stretch is for the instructor to stand up behind the client, put the upper thigh and the hip just into the back of the client's upper back and their neck. Bend over, use the entire arms for leverage, and then just pull the elbows back. Okay, so we'll do this one on the ground. What we want to do is make sure that the client's shoulders are down and they're relaxed, okay? So we don't want them up near the ears. Again, we're going to place the hands just over in front of the elbows. Our knee is in the back just to keep the back in the right position, and we're just going to pull those elbows back nice and slowly until our client says that they're at their limit.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Okay, from here we want to hold it for 10 seconds. So we're just allowing the muscle spindles to lose a bit of their reactivity. Okay, from here we want to push the elbows forward. Okay, so push forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and just maintain that pressure. The chest muscles will loosen off and they will extend a little. After we've waited for another 6 seconds in between, again push the elbows forward for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Just allow the elbows to slightly shift back again. And after that 6 seconds, we'll do it one more time. So push the elbows forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Make sure that you still keep up the pressure for this third one. It's very important. And then just gently help your client's arms out of that because the chest muscles might not be working so well after that. So that's our chest PNF. Okay, so that was our hamstring and our chest PNF stretches. These can be really useful if you need to work on your flexibility for your sporting performance, or just if your flexibility is lagging a little bit. I don't recommend doing any more than twice a week, evenly spaced, because PNF stretching can be quite severe, and there's some good recovery time that's needed after each PNF stretch. So go ahead and enjoy the stretches. Make sure you apply all the safety cues that we've talked about, and happy stretching.